Can I talk to you here?
You ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies. Name 100 active NBA players.
100 active ones.
100 active NBA players. And we're going to go back and forth.
Victor Wembanyama.
LeBron James.
Cedric Coward.
Jalen Wells.
Gigi.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There we go.
It took 77 players to get to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
In the past 3 seasons, the Grizzlies have had 4 all-rookie team members despite never picking in the top 8, and with 2 of those selections coming outside of the top 38. Cedric Coward, obviously, from the 2025 draft. Zach Edey, Jalen Wells from the 2024 draft. Gigi Jackson from the 2023 draft, which means literally every one of them exceeded as rookies expectations relative to where they were selected in their drafts.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
What up? Welcome, everybody. The Chris Vernon Show. Chris is out today. I'm Jon Roser. It is Tuesday, July 7th, 2020. It is the 7th, right? Yeah, July 7th, 2026 edition of the show. Coming up on today's show, we still suck at soccer. The United States got whooped by Belgium. Man, we got our asses beat. Our goalie can't kick. Our best player was like a no-show the entire tournament and then asked out of the game like a wussy. We'll talk about that. Our buddy Seamus from the Brass Door, he's here. He's in studio. He's going to talk about the World Cup with us. The Grizzlies lost to the Summer League Jazz last night. Summer Grizz, Summer Jazz. Summer Jazz won 109-100. Darryn Peterson was awesome. Cam Boozer was good again. And Cedric Coward had a good first half. Grind City Media's Michael Wallace will join us on Zoom live from Salt Lake City around 12:30 Central Time. Nikola Jokic is putting off his contract extension until next summer. Donovan Mitchell is not putting off his contract extension until next summer. And could Argentina be heading out of the World Cup? They are down to Egypt right now. Turn it up, CJ. All right. What is up, everybody? Again, it's Tuesday, July 7th, and we got a full show for you today. Seamus is here. Mike Wallace will be here. We'll do World Cup. We will do some Grizzlies Summer League, Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell. Brandon Aiyuk apparently is never going to play in the NFL again, so on and so forth. First off, let's introduce Devin Walker to the show. Devin Walker, a.k.a. the microphone mangler, a.k.a. Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer, Sir Walker, 93.
Yeah, I guess I got to go learn some basketball now, man, because my boys for the USA soccer team let me down. We got to learn some basketball, go shoot some layups. Got to go shoot some layups.
You got to shoot some layups?
Got to shoot some layups because Quinten Pulisic is a fraud.
All right, so are you now, CJ Hurt is here. What up, CJ? How we doing? We don't have music for CJ, but I imagine it would be something sexual sounding. It'd be
be something along the lines of, because I just thought about it. I'm going to find it.
Yeah, you're reportedly, allegedly, that kind of vibe.
Yeah, he's a nasty man. Mr. Nasty.
I'm going to hurt you.
It'd be something like that.
I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hurt you.
Look at that. That's what we're doing here.
I'm going to hurt you.
Yeah. Seamus.
Yeah.
Seamus
is real
here.
nasty, baby.
Yeah, from the Brass Door here in beautiful downtown Memphis, although it looks like it might rain on us here in a second. Hopefully you don't have a hurricane in your alley again this time. Was the bar full last night?
Yeah.
I knew some people.
Full of great Americans.
I knew some people who were there. Full of great Americans. Only to have happen once again. The United States gets to this level of the World Cup. We all get excited. we might have had to go to hospitals because the boner's lasting longer than 4 hours. That's how excited we are about World Cup soccer. And then we play a team that's actually good.
Yeah.
And we look like complete crap.
And we were bad. I mean, America did not underperformed. They had a very bad night. Belgium are better. On paper, Belgium are a better squad. And we were bad. And then at 2-1, the goalkeeper has a howler.
That's more than a howler.
Yeah.
That's
Seamus, what was that goalkeeper thinking, bro? Did he just
He froze.
Was he nervous? Because the ball hit his chest.
What he had to do with it was touch it forward and put it 60 yards away. Just drop it and bang it. And then something went off in his head, and he went, "I'm going to play it to feet."
And then he doesn't kick it.
And then he doesn't make it. And then that's going to stay with him forever. Like when he's 80 years of age, they put him in a home. Someone's going to go, "Aren't you the guy?"
He's going to be like Chris Webber with the timeout.
He's going to be Chris Webber with the timeout. Hey, Devin, you were really jacked up about soccer yesterday, and you were thinking you're like, I got to get a Premier League team. Do you still feel that way about soccer now?
I still feel great about soccer because our guy, Seamus, the guy we went viral off of, our guy, Erling Haaland is still playing football right now. So I still feel great. But by
Erling Haaland's awesome.
Seeing my United States national team go out like some wussies yesterday. Because like I read some stuff online. They said that was a bad performance. They were tripling, falling over themselves. Like, was the moment just too big for the United States soccer?
I think the moment was big, and there's a lot of stuff around it. And Pochettino, I saw him talk about and say, the controversy about Balogun didn't affect the players. They just had a bad night. And to be honest with you, I think that's half the way through. It's extra pressure. It gives the Balogun thing is a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Well, and he's a disgrace. I didn't even hear his name last night.
No. We
talked about this guy like he was freaking Kylian Mbappe.
We cheated to get him on the pitch, and in the first half, he only touched the ball 10
Okay, but that's...
I didn't even hear his name.
Wait a second. Hold on. That's not Balogun's. That's not Balogun's fault.
No, that is his fault. You're on the field. You can affect the game. The only way you're only allowed to touch the ball 3 times in a game is if you're Erling Haaland.
Right.
Other than that, I need you to step up and do something. I need you to step up and do something.
I can't cheat to get you, and then you go out there. Imagine, like, somebody out there, not me, because I love my wife and I would never cheat, but imagine there's a man out there who cheats on his wife with this woman, and then we all say, no. That woman's okay, and then that woman goes out there and does something insane.
No,
right?
come on. I don't know how that... No, look.
It's not his fault.
Balogun has nothing got to do with it. He makes a bad tackle. He gets sent off. Done and dusted. He's not playing the next game. The American Soccer Federation don't ask for an inquiry into it. The President of the United States calls the President of FIFA. Now, you can't use credibility and FIFA in the same sentence. That's not possible.
Seamus, you also can't use it in the same sentence as America.
No, I mean...
Right? Like that, but like that's...
Right, I mean, there's a lot of good things about America. For a guy who came here from Ireland, there's a lot of good stuff.
You got an accent. He got an accent. My fault, G. I'm not trying... I still run around here. I'm sorry, Seamus. I got you.
Don't get him sent over, bro.
But that shouldn't... I mean, the ramifications of it are this. If this is the new standard... The next country to host a World Cup, does the president of the next country to host a World Cup have one red card in his pocket? And then can the coach of that country say, look, I want you to go out there and cut Kylian Mbappe in half, and I'll have you back on the ground on Tuesday. So it's the further question of, are we changing the rules of world football that the host nation have a red card to pull back?
Well,
it's a much bigger question than the Balogun issue.
Well, my question in that scenario is, did the president of this host nation, did they win the peace prize that FIFA gives out? The inaugural peace prize.
I don't think so.
Did they then reside in the office space that said president has in one of the nation's larger cities?
There have been a number of unusual decisions made politically. We'll leave it there.
No, so... whatever about the politics of this stuff. Like
Whatever about it, Rosa. That's it.
No, it's not
we,
it because
we bully people over here. That's our thing.
Yeah,
and
no.
we bullied them into getting Balogun on the bench, and he
that's-
underperformed.
No. I know. I'm just saying, I don't care about that aspect of it. We still had a game to go out there and play. I want to talk about the actual game that happened last night. And we just got totally outclassed. Like, completely outclassed. Like,
Right, well, the momentum, here's the thing, that Belgium are better on paper. Belgium are a better football team, right? Playing at higher levels, more experience. It's the tail end of a golden generation of Belgian football. The momentum shifts because in the Belgian dressing room, that's the message. They're cheating, they're pulling their weight.
We definitely gave them bulletin board
gave them-
material. They
right. So we-
absolutely had
so
bulletin board material.
We wrote the speech. We wrote the coach's speech.
and
for
we
that
don't
team.
have a good enough team to be giving
And we
bulletin
paid,
board
and we paid
material.
we paid the price for it.
Yeah,
That's
we
what
gave bulletin board material to a team that already has better players.
Yeah, that didn't need it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's
And-
a tough one.
and
They
better
bring
performance.
off. Yeah, I mean, look, it's 4 of the last 5 World Cups we've gotten eliminated in the same round. It's the round of 16.
Belgium's done it twice.
And Belgium's done it twice. They've now beaten us in the last 2 games in the last year. It's 9-3. You know how hard it is to score 9 goals? You do know.
Yes, it's
how hard
difficult.
is it to
It's
score
very
9?
difficult.
I
I mean,
I
like
scored 9 goals in soccer.
to put it into perspective, if you take the Cape Verde game, that's defensive units at the peak of their power working for 95 minutes. We got romped 4-0 last night. 4-1.
We absolutely got destroyed. I mean, they felt the pressure.
Yeah, the occasion took over.
These are just things that I wrote down. We finally played a real European team and got our ass beat. We had not played a good team up until this point. I don't care what you say about Paraguay. I don't care. I don't care that they beat Germany. Germany just fired their manager. They hated their coach. Germany's been underwhelming in 3 straight World Cups. And that's why they fired their coach. And now they brought in Jurgen Klopp. Paraguay, blah. The U.S. backlines look leaky the entire time. It has.
Tim Weah. What's his name?
Ream. Turkey beat us, scored in the final second. Australia had some get through. Paraguay had some get through. Bosnia even had some get through. They just weren't good enough to capitalize on it. Our best player's a weenie. He is. That can't be your best player wearing number 10. He asked out of the game last night. Your best player's a wussy. That can't happen. And then you look at the whole skill thing. Belgium brings on 2 guys last night off their bench who play for freaking Manchester City. We don't have anything like that.
Right. Well,
And their goalie plays for Real Madrid.
I mean, look.
Pulisic's overrated. You can't say. I mean, he is.
I think he's not. I think he's overrated. The reality of it is the Paraguay thing. Paraguay kicked their way through the tournament. They're a very, very physical unit. That America got ahead of them. That's
we
a
jumped
result.
out on them.
It's a result.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't write it off. It's not a total write-off.
Right.
But it was poor last night. And as you get through, what happens in a tournament, it's like if you have great musicians or great broadcasters, if you put them all together for a couple of days, it takes time for them to work the rhythm out. Once they work the rhythm out, they just get continuously better and better and better and better. And that's what's happening here, is that the Belgians have been together now for 3 weeks, and all of a sudden they're clicking into gear, they're better. We're seeing that with the French, clicking into gear better. And America are not there. We're not going to click into it and be in the World Cup final.
The gear we've been at, that's our gear.
That's our gear.
That's our gear.
And then a little piece of you add that the gear is our gear, and we're at home, and there's momentum from the crowd, and there's a lot of push behind us, and you get a couple of games.
Yeah.
But the better teams continue on. There's not that many. There haven't been that many surprises if you look at who's left.
No, there really haven't been. That is the thing. There's not been a ton of surprises. Cape Verde almost pulled one off against Argentina.
An entire Irish pub were screaming for Cape Verde.
As they should.
Cape Verde, they have an Irishman playing for them. And
how does that work?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They found him, and they sent him a message on LinkedIn, and he thought it was a joke. And then he finally got the message and decided to play in the World Cup.
Wait, we're recruiting players off LinkedIn now? Shit, USA, get on your job.
Yeah, well, you can do it.
Well, I mean, the one guy we do like is the Tillman guy. He's German.
Yeah, so we need more.
I mean, he's the only guy we do like.
I just Seamus for you soccer as far as soccer goes.
Right.
I know Christian Pulisic can play like shit, right? I think the part that pissed people off the most is like the nonchalant after the game. The like saying it was just another game.
Right.
It was just I just want to go rest.
Yeah.
Like if you were number 10 for the United States of America, you can't say it's just another game. Like I think that's the part that makes people like Carly Lloyd was mad.
They acted like front runners.
Yeah.
They acted like front runners.
You were the underdogs for so long.
You go to group play and you go to the Bosnia games, they all jumped out ahead. And the Turkey game didn't matter because you already had the group one. But the first two games you played, Paraguay, Australia, boom, you jumped on them.
And you should beat Australia.
Right. You jumped on them right away. Bosnia, you jumped on them again in the first half. And this one, dude, they got punched.
And then
punched and they couldn't punch back. And they got 3 own goals. I can poke holes in this all day.
They had a bad night.
Do you hate USA or
no? I think we are frauds. I think it's the same. I know I feel. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. And here's why I'm mad at myself. Because I've seen this before with USA Soccer. I have seen it over and over again where I get myself jacked up for this. And then sure enough, what happens? It's the same thing every time.
Rosa, you okay, bro?
I'm good.
You need a hug?
I'm disappointed in myself.
Devin, somebody didn't go to the National Mall for the 250th celebration.
He didn't go to the National Mall.
You don't love this nation?
You don't love this nation?
I love this nation.
Seamus, do you love this nation?
I don't love myself.
I'm here by choice.
I don't love myself for believing in the soccer team. That's what I don't believe. All right.
You talking about some
Rosa, you're not chanting USA with
All right,
us.
Seamus. What are the good things now? Now, give me positives, good things I take away from the United States in this World Cup. Spin it back here for me. Make me want to say I believe that we will win instead of I don't believe.
Right. The performances were good. Belgium, you have to be realistic about it, right? Belgium are just a better team, right? If you were going out player for player,
we were favored.
Right.
Why were we favored? Like, you watched that game and it was evident in the first 15 minutes.
Because we gamble over here. What do you mean? We shift the line.
They gamble in Europe. They got sports books and bars
everywhere.
In Europe. Yeah, you can gamble everywhere in Europe.
We bet more than Europeans.
Bro, if I want to go bet on Wimbledon in England, I can just walk outside and there's some dude on the corner who's got like a machine there you can bet on.
Who do you think bets more? Us or
we have more people.
Seamus, who do you think bets more, Europeans or
Exactly. Us or Belgium? Who do you think bets more?
Well, Belgium's the size of Ohio.
We beat Belgium. Pick another state, please, Roser.
All right, they're the size of Ohio.
Just pick another state.
Oh, my bad. All right, so what are the positives to take away from this?
Look, it was a realistic performance. You got where you got. There were lots of positives to it. There are things to be resolved in American soccer that won't be resolved by this generation of players. American soccer will improve. Ross Pauly is a guy that you guys should have a chat with. There's a change in the way American soccer has been coached, and what happens at the grassroots of American soccer is you've got, like, take in Memphis, you've got 5 clubs, 4 clubs, whatever it is. You've got the Lobos and Ole and Memphis Football Club, whatever.
Yeah.
And each club's got pretty good players, but you need the best players playing together to get the best results out of it. And so now in American, there's some movement towards academy play, which I think will be helpful. It's going to take a minute.
It's going to take a minute.
I mean, here's the other thing. To be fair to American soccer, right? It's the number 4 sport: baseball, basketball, American football, soccer, right? So it's the 4th choice for your best athletes.
So you do subscribe to that if America's best athletes. Because I think the counterpoint would be, like, we didn't lose to Belgium because we didn't have better athletes. We lost to Belgium because they're way more skilled than we were.
I mean, sometimes
they've got, like, it's an ingrained, here's the thing, it's an ingrained thing. And with all of those European kids, anybody that's left in this tournament would have been playing soccer 7 nights a week, in the street, in the park, at their club, with their club, their whole life. Americans play soccer when they're kids, like semi-pros. So they join a club, then they train 2 nights a week, then they have a skill session, then they have a game, then they have whatever. It's not like you're in the street and it's organic. The same way if somebody's playing basketball, right? Like you go onto a city court and go, holy God.
Take me through a week. Okay, so Ireland. Take me through like an Ireland or England. A week. What is a typical week like in soccer there? Growing up, training?
So as a kid, you would. You know, this sounds like a romantic. It sounds like I'm romanticizing, but it isn't. You'd have. I grew up in a fishing village in a council estate. And every night, every kid was on the concrete, playing 3-a-side or 5-a-side, waiting for a game, get a goal, you stay, you lose, you leave. It's every day. And then the better players get to clubs and get better coaching, and then the better players get county level football and all that. I mean, it is exactly the same as basketball.
Yeah,
I think.
So it's our system from
USA.
the ground up.
USA coaches. I'm blanking on his name, but he brought that up. It was a great article written at the start of the tournament. He called it the relationship with the ball.
Right.
Like there's a relationship that gets formed in soccer playing countries with a soccer ball at 3 or 4 years old, whereas our 3 and 4 year olds are building a relationship with a football or a basketball.
They go to sleep holding the football, holding the basketball
we don't,
at night.
We got the little mini goals for the 2-year-old to run up and dunk on.
Yeah.
We don't have a mini soccer goal for the 2-year-old to run up and kick the ball into. So the USA can catch up from a facility standpoint. They can catch up from a money spent standpoint. But until culturally that shifts, and I don't think that's ever going to shift.
Well, here's the thing. You lose some of the essence of it. There's a great interview with Thierry Henry, and the question is, how did you get? He's 6 feet tall, runs 100 meters in 11 seconds, top scorer at Arsenal all time.
Yeah, right.
No,
he's an all-time great. Yeah,
right. And he goes, how do you get to be so good? He goes, 100 kids, one ball. He goes, every night it's the relationship with the ball.
Yeah.
He goes, and by the time you get out of that situation, by the time you get off the street, playing against 11 is easy, right?
It's ingrained. It's what when kids go play outside, they play soccer. In America, when kids go play outside, if they play outside still, they play basketball.
The kids in my neighborhood play outside. I don't know what y'all neighborhoods are doing, but those little loud MFers are out there.
Yeah,
I hear them when they're
hooping. They're playing street football.
Is it too just like the part of in America? It costs so much to play soccer. Is that a part of it? Because I feel like it costs a lot of money to play soccer nowadays.
I was very fortunate. I worked for football clubs for 20 years over here. It is expensive. It is what it is. The game just developed here differently to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And so here it's a very structured thing where someone is putting a kid in a car and driving them somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, coaches, we lost it. We didn't lose him at all. A great young coach here called Kyle Costigan just moved to Germany this morning. And the reality is you have a kid for 2.5 hours at training or whatever, 2 hours. And then he goes home, and a lot of those kids will never touch a ball if they come back to training.
Yeah.
And that's too big a gap in the work. So until the game finds its way onto the streets.
We need some kids out here playing soccer on the concrete, Shane.
Yeah, man. That's it.
We need some concrete soccer.
No.
We need concrete soccer.
Somebody needs to just drive to North Memphis and just drop a soccer ball off and just leave it right there.
That needs to be like an X
but
game.
it'll immediately become a basketball.
It would.
Like that.
I got to tell you, I did a bunch of coaching for the Promise Academies and for Memphis Area Ministries, and the amount of talent in those neighborhoods that never sees a soccer coach, it's frightening what we're losing in American soccer.
Like inner city kids.
It's inner city. I took a guy. Tony Posner is one of the most respected soccer men in this town.
Yeah.
And Tony and I were doing that work together. And one Saturday, Tony, he wasn't at training. So I went home, called him. Tony and I used to go for beer on a Sunday and talk about football. And I said, I found this amazing football player turned up yesterday. His granddad brought it was open training. Anybody that turned up got a game, right?
Yeah.
His granddad brought him. He had a pair of boots. Put him in a game. He doesn't know. He goes, what's the rules? What's the rules of this game? I said, well, there's a goal here and there's a goal there. You go that way as fast as you can. Some bigger kid cuts him down. He gets a little bit teary. I said, don't worry about it. Go at him again. Let's get him a second time.
Yeah.
Goal. Every time. He's unbelievable.
That's interesting.
Tony came to training the following week. And I said, Tony, when you see him, go over and put your hand on him, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. No time, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The talent is there. The problem is we're not getting to the talent. And in certain cases, in this city and in 50 other cities, the talent can't get to the coaches. So we've got to go that way. We've got to change the way it's done.
Wow.
That's happening in youth sports a lot in America.
Basketball now too?
Yeah, basketball, baseball. I mean, I was just, with GP in his show, and he was talking about it, and he's like, I see youth baseball because my kids play youth baseball. He's like, there are some parents that they watch their kids' youth baseball from the parking lot behind like the home run area, because like the money it costs to get in, and then the money it's going to cost them for concessions. They're like, they need that money. They need that money for lunch tomorrow to go to the grocery store. Like, they need the money for that.
Here's the thing. There's nothing.
Youth sports are expensive in this country.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with with American soccer, the way that it's done. It's worked. For what it is, it has worked.
Again, we're a top 16 team in the world. Like,
We're
we
trying,
are that.
we're trying to get to we're trying to get to the top though, Roser.
But we want to be top 10.
We're 16.
We're there's no awards for being 15 points, Roser.
We don't do that in
Not
America.
in America.
I mean, you saw what happened when we finished like second in basketball and anything. It's like, yo.
You know what,
nope, this stops right now.
You know what the U17 did in honor of America in the U17s last week?
Yeah, they ran through them dudes.
Belt to ass for everybody. They beat everybody by 50 points, Seamus. So that's why I was like, we have a standard of like, we want to be good at everything.
Right, and we have the capacity to be excellent. The current model works. It's worked. It's brought soccer to the country. It's brought the game to a lot of players. There's a lot of great players here. There's a lot of great college football. There's a lot of great club football. And everyone in club football is working to the best of their ability. That is not to say that you cannot make it better.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think so just like basketball when I was a kid, we're all been kids. Yeah. We watched sports as kids and saw like the Michael Jordans and I want to be like him.
And then you go outside.
You saw football, I want to be like him.
Right.
Do you think there is this World Cup, this whole situation that it kind of like everybody kind of gravitated towards? You think there'll be any kids that like sit around and think like, oh, I can be Florin Balogun, I can be.
Yeah,
will it take another generation of kids for it to happen?
I think the last time that we created truly a superstar was Tim Howard.
Wow.
We don't have a goalie, Seamus.
Yeah, we don't have a game.
That has not paid off yet. Right. We don't have a goalie.
We don't have a goalie, bro.
Our goalie is derpy. And that is the derpiest goalie ever.
He had a bad night.
So we need a kid
look,
Christian,
man.
Pulisic's a good player. You can't. Man. I know that. I know the standard is like.
Yeah, no, he's.
They're pretty good, and he's having a good career in Europe, and he's been all right. He struggled a little bit in England. I think it was probably too physical for him, but
he gets hurt all the time. He got hurt trying to kick the ball last night. He kicked somebody else's leg and then rolled down for 5 minutes screaming. We're thinking, oh, we should have a free kick, and we see the replay, and we're like, this idiot.
Bro, he might have been
kicked the back of somebody's foot.
He might have been
looking
at
the ball. We got two people who can't. Our best player and our goalie can't kick the damn ball.
He might have been looking at it and thinking, I want to get out of here.
All right, let's get to these other games.
I'm sure he wasn't good.
The rest of the team they all were trying to get out of there, except Tillman. Shout out you, Tillman.
Tillman, man. He with it.
Let's get to some of these other games. You called it Brazil and Norway.
Yeah.
You absolutely called it. To you, was this? It felt like Brazil had chances.
Yeah,
they had plenty of chances.
Here's the thing that maybe unsaid. The Brazilian shirt gets heavy. You get into these stages of the tournament.
There's expectations.
You're supposed to be in the final.
Yeah.
The jersey gets heavy. Norway, on the other hand, they have 3 players whose fathers played. Their fathers played in the '94 World Cup. And not that it's fun or it's lighter, but you just go, we have a better than average chance. We've got, arguably one of the best strikers in the world. Martin Odegaard from Arsenal's pulling the strings. Nothing to worry about. The Norwegian shirt is a lighter shirt. So they're playing a little bit freer. And Arsenal's Gabriel got pulled a little bit out of his channel, and it was leaving spaces in behind him. And it was interesting watching that game because Haaland, in the first half, he was not invisible, but he was walking around. He was looking for holes.
Why is he able to just do that? Like
'Cause
there's videos of him just literally just walking.
He's an
He
unbelievable.
just walks around the field.
He's an unbelievable athlete. He's a huge guy, and he's got frightening pace.
So
he's like
he's got
like a
frightening,
crocodile. Like a
frightening
crocodile.
running power.
I saw this. I want to make sure I get these. I want to make sure I get
And he
these
loves
numbers
America, by
up.
the way. He's
He
having the
does
best
love
time.
America. He loves America. Hey,
loves-
Seamus, he loves America more than our United States team
Yeah.
does.
Loves
No, come on.
America.
You guys have got to stop beating up this team, man.
Man, they
What's
don't love
happening here?
America.
No, they don't. No, they're wussies. Devin,
To come out
earmuff it, Devin. I need you to
Oh,
earmuff
my
it.
God.
I need you to earmuff it.
Oh, my
Not gonna
God.
want to hear this. CJ will agree with this. Parrish agree with this. USA, they were a little Grizz next gen. Little Grizz next gen.
Oh, here y'all go.
We were a little front running.
Here y'all go.
We're feeling ourselves.
See, look at that CJ
We're
trying to
popping
get
our
the,
jerseys.
he trying to get you to
And
agree
then
with
the
him.
se- and then the second
looking at you.
we got punched,
looking at
just
you.
kind of wilted.
He wants you to agree with him.
All right, so Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland with Salzburg, 27 matches, 29 goals. Borussia Dortmund, I just got this off Twitter. 89 matches, 86 goals. With Man City, 198 matches, 162 goals. And with Norway, he has played 54 games and has 62 goals. And in the Champions League, he has played 58 games in the Champions League and has 57 goals. And he has played 4 World Cup games and has 7 goals.
Yeah.
Why is this not the best striker in the world? Is this the best striker you've ever seen? Just in this
He's
window.
in the
Have you ever seen anybody do this?
He
He has more goals than games played.
What he is a throwback. So the game evolved using a false nine. Up to Barcelona and Messi, Pep Guardiola changes it to a false nine. The centre forward was always a big guy, target. He's a throwback to that athleticism, to that massive power that he can beat you up in the air.
Yeah.
He can run around you or over you, which is also, he doesn't mind to run over you, right? He physically beats up fullbacks. He's powerful. He's got 2 excellent feet. And this is kind of his father's a professional football player. That young fellow was at the football university since he could walk. Every night at that table, there's little bits of information coming his way. He's watching games. He's at training grounds. So he's a super hybrid in all the facets, right? He's a fantastic athlete, well-schooled, and he plays in great teams. And the teams he plays for, like at Manchester City, they bought him, gave him a massive contract, and said, one of the best teams in the world, we're going to build a team around you and funnel football to you. And he delivers.
He delivers.
Seamus,
He's
would
unreal.
you be surprised if I told you that Egypt's up 2-0 on Argentina?
Did my guy Mo Salah score?
Mo Salah did not score. No,
Egypt
it was,
too?
Oh,
Yeah.
Egypt just scored another goal in the 67th minute. They're up
Ibrahim
2-0.
and then Zico. Zico just scored.
And they scored again before this, but they got called back because of VAR.
I guess Leo goes home today.
He might be going
Well,
to
I
the
mean,
crib.
Leo's going to
offside.
Miami. That's
Okay.
where Leo's
All
going.
right, let me ask you. I got it because
Yeah.
you were down on them. Do you believe in England now? Did that game make you believe in England a little more?
Okay, the thing with England...
Because you talked about these teams rounding into form like Belgium and
thing
France.
The thing I thought about England, they hadn't been brilliant going into the Mexico game. And I thought maybe the atmosphere of the stadium get on top of them. They were magnificent. England were absolutely brilliant the other night. Harry Kane was brilliant again. Bellingham
was awesome.
brilliant. And the thing with Harry Kane, as Harry's getting older and developing as a player, at Spurs he was beginning to do it, which was to drop back and find, because of his own experience, he's able to know what the perfect ball is. And he's able to deliver a ball like that. And the other night he made little pull-in runs, 2 fullbacks go with him, and he just chops it back for Bellingham. Because he's in Harry's head, he's like, I'd be right there.
Yeah.
Right? And Bellingham was immense the other night. He was absolutely fantastic. So when I looked at this matchup, right? So Norway.
Yeah, England, Norway. I believe it's, what is it, Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon.
I think. I think England can win that game.
You think England? England should win that game, shouldn't they?
Well, if you look at the matchups, like, for example, Declan Rice plays with Martin Odegaard at Arsenal, but keeps him out of the game, keeps him out of the team a lot. Now, Martin Odegaard was hurt this year. I think 2 knee injuries and 2 shoulder injuries. So England are probably more powerful in the midfield. They're going to know how to deal with Odegaard. And that's a big problem because he's supply line. So if Declan Rice or whoever else is his partner in the middle of the English midfield win the Odegaard battle, it makes Haaland's life really difficult because the supply line's not there.
England hasn't won a World Cup since 1966.
Yeah, they keep saying it's coming home.
Thank God.
They keep saying it's coming home, it hasn't come home.
Would you be surprised?
I have lots of English friends.
They got an awesome. I mean, like,
if they win, it will never stop. It will be a noise inside an Irish skull forever.
So you mean they're telling me they're like Cowboy fans?
Yeah, they'll never stop.
They're like Cowboy fans.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, let's run through these last 2 games, and then we got to take a break. France and Morocco. France, okay. Morocco's been good, though. France, okay. I think you said it. I think you did say this. I think Seamus, I'm going to give Seamus credit for this, even if it wasn't him.
Please give me credit.
I think he told me off there, he goes, France could not have Kylian Mbappe, and they're still the best team in the world. Like, that's how good they are. Spain and Belgium, Friday.
Spain,
easy.
Yeah, no question.
You think Belgium just had the United States number?
That was their night.
It was.
Again, it's that thing.
Oh, and who do you like today? The Swiss and the Colombians.
Colombia.
This is either cocaine or money laundering. Which one do you want to go with?
Listen,
on and off the field.
You lads are very, very difficult for an immigrant to be around because there's a lot of countries I can't go to now, and I want to stay here. So.
Seamus, you're good. I won't put you out there like that, Seamus.
We got you. We got you.
Just blink once for Colombia, blink twice for Switzerland.
Seamus, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Hey, look, just because the United States is out doesn't mean the World Cup's over. Head on down to the brass store. Watch some football.
There are really great games to come.
Yeah, say what's up to my guy, Liverpool Dave.
The legendary
Liverpool Dave. All right, when we take a break, we're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll talk to Michael Wallace. He's live from Salt Lake City, Grizzlies Summer League. We'll be back after this. Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/juniorgrizzlies.
This Photoshop job of the College Football 27 cover for this year is atrocious. Like, who made this? It's so bad.
This is the deluxe edition. So you have to pay extra to get Kurt Signetti on.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're paying extra to get Kurt Signetti?
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizzlies are on their way to a new era, and now's the perfect time to buy in and secure your seat to witness history. With the 2026-27 half-season tickets, you can see the future take shape in real time. With a talented draft class joining our young core and starting this season, half-season ticket holders can own the moments with all new MVP benefits, including inside access to exclusive events, perks that match your passion, and rewards that take your fan experience to the next level. More information, visit grizzlies.com/tickets or just call 901-888-HOOP or grizzlies.com/tickets.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Stay on top of everything happening in the 901, the Mid-South, and beyond with Grind City Media's e-newsletter, bringing all the news and notes directly to your inbox. Lang's World, always by Lang Whitaker, touches on the biggest stories in the world of sports and pop culture, while Michael Wallace's Grizzlies Insider brings you all the latest coverage and analysis around the Grizzlies and NBA. Don't miss a thing. Stay connected to the conversation and sign up to download the lowdown today at grindcitymedia.com.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
If you ever want to know what makes college sports great, that's it. What we're watching right there. I hope we never lose that, because as somebody pointed out on Twitter, if Greg Sankey ever gets to make a super conference and just break it away from everything, it would not include West Virginia University. It would not allow for that. We got that moment last night in Morgantown because of the way college sports are structured right now.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
We are back, and you can come watch the show live in Las Vegas this week, Friday and Monday. We will be there. Friday, July 10th, Monday, July 13th, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central. We'll be at Red Tail at Resorts World, Las Vegas. So if you're going to be out there in Vegas, I've always told everybody, I've gotten asked, and I have friends that come out there too, that if you're ever looking for something to do like NBA, like Summer League is absolutely, Devin can attest to this too, Summer League's the absolute best. I've had friends go, hey, should we go to All-Star Weekend or should we go to Summer League? And I always say, go to Summer League.
Summer League's the only place where you can get like it's going to sound weird, but like you can see people and like reach out and touch some of your favorite NBA players.
Yes.
Because they're just walking around.
They are.
Whether it's hotels, whether it's arenas.
Yep.
Like they're just walking around being us.
You will find, I remember one of my first years, I remember I was just walking around the concourse. You'd just run right into Zach Randolph. This is in the arena. He's just walking around it'd be like walking around the concourse at FedEx Forum. You're just walking around while the Grizzlies are playing the Knicks, and Zach Randolph is just walking around.
Or you might run into Chris Paul. You might run into Anthony Edwards. Like the players that you see every day, they're just walking. They're real deal just walking around Vegas. So yeah, if I see y'all in Vegas, hope y'all see y'all at the show.
Michael Wallace covers the Memphis Grizzlies for Grind City Media.
Look at
and he is on the road with the Grizzlies right now. I'm sorry we are getting to you late. We ran long with our soccer talk, We're just upset about our Team USA. You didn't have to watch that disgrace last night, Mike Wallace. But you did have to watch the Grizzlies go through, try to play the Utah Jazz last night. They fell 109-100. The Grizzlies did beat the Thunder in their first game. Mike Wallace, how is Salt Lake City?
Man, Salt Lake City, I know you guys just did a perfect job of describing Vegas, and I would agree 100% with you. And I thought about it. Would you choose All-Star Weekend or would you choose, Las Vegas Summer League? And you both are right. I would choose Las Vegas Summer League, number one, because you have more time, more days, as opposed to just a cram weekend. And number two, the stars are usually relaxed and in street clothes and want to engage with you, as opposed to, trying to hop from one event to the next and all of these other things. And I mean, it's like a convention. Everybody's there. Celebrities are here, in Vegas and all of those kind of things. But you asked about Salt Lake City. So I would say Salt Lake City is the exact opposite of what we just described from that standpoint. If you're looking for all the action, if you're looking for all the parties, if you're looking for even a beer, right? Like Salt Lake City isn't your place for that. But if you're looking for picturesque mountains, serene views, and just chill and just kind of get away, for a couple days to get yourself reset, Salt Lake City is the place for sure.
You know what? I need to ask you this, and I'm glad I'm remembering it, because somebody asked me this yesterday. They said, why do the Grizzlies play in the Salt Lake Summer League? Like, how does that work? Because every team plays in the Vegas Summer League. Like, we know every team plays. All 30 teams play in the Vegas League. But California's also got one. Is it Golden State or Sacramento that does a California Summer League too? Like, how does that get determined? How does it determine that we're going to play in Salt Lake? Because not every team plays. Some teams only play in Vegas.
Right. Some teams only play in Vegas. The California Classic is a sort of a shared dynamic between Golden State and Sacramento. So Sacramento plays some home games, and then Golden State plays some home games, and you got, a couple other teams involved in that. It used to be Orlando was the hub for Summer League for a long time.
Yeah,
Orlando set up the Summer League, and then it got to Vegas. So basically, why the Grizzlies are in Salt Lake City, because they're one of the original teams that signed up to partner with the Utah Jazz when Utah wanted to construct its own summer league. And it just gave the Grizzlies an extra set of time to get some developmental, opportunities in for their players, about 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. Memphis, as quiet as it kept, was considering at one time hosting its own summer league. And so instead of hosting a summer league in Memphis, with a handful of other teams, they partner with Utah to do it out there. And that's why they've been consistently a member of the Utah Jazz Summer League, Salt Lake City Summer League, before they go to Las Vegas.
Wait, so hold on. So we're one of the original partners of the Utah Summer League. We were going to have our own summer league in Memphis. We were going to do that, and then just
we were exploring it. It was being explored.
We were exploring it.
Yeah, the logistics.
I never heard that.
Yeah, man. The logistics of exploring it, seeing how it will work, and it was going to be a smaller, obviously, just like Salt Lake City has four teams. So, you have enough space and, to get teams involved. It's centrally located in Memphis. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to commit and not have to recruit teams every year to keep coming back. So, Utah and Memphis aligned early, and Memphis has been, like I said, they've been one of the consistent teams here since the beginning. All 10 years I've been in with Grind City Media, the Grizzlies have been involved in the Salt Lake City Summer League. Oklahoma City has been another regular team, and then the fourth team usually kind of rotates around. This year is Atlanta. Atlanta's here. They've been here maybe the last couple of seasons as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of how the Grizzlies got involved in Salt Lake City.
So that's what it is. It's a recruiting thing. Because I remember in Salt Lake we've played. I know San Antonio's been there before. Yeah, I know Philadelphia was there last year, wasn't it? Because Edgecombe was there.
Last 2 or 3 years.
Last 2 or 3 Philly is, and now it's Atlanta. So it's just a recruiting thing.
Yeah, it's a recruit, and you want to make sure you have some continuity, and it's just another layer of work. There's always teams that want to, sort of give themselves some extra development time, right? Because obviously, Vegas is Vegas. It's a lot going on there. You come here. You got access to a practice court. You got access to getting your guys acclimated to your system a little bit earlier. And it's a precursor, you know what I mean? And it's worked for Memphis. It really has, which is why, by the time they get to Vegas, Memphis is usually one of the more ready teams. Yeah. They've been to the final in Vegas twice in the last 7 years. They have a chance to get, pretty far this year too. So you guys will be able to see that as well. And it starts by, the tone that they get to set in Salt Lake City.
All right, what has stood out to you, game 1 to game 2 with this Grizzlies Summer League team?
Just the fact that they want to play at a pace, right? Like, even though, when we were on last night, the score at the half was 53-52 or something like 40-minute game. And, you look at scoring 50 in a 20-minute half and you're like, man, they're getting up and down, they're shooting, they're jacking. But I really felt like it was going to come down to defense in terms of how that game against the Jazz was going to be played. And the Grizzlies never really found a consistent defensive counter, for Darryn Peterson. And I don't think anybody's going to find that. But also Caleb Wilson. Not Caleb Wilson, but Cody Williams. Yeah. And those two guys, man, Cody and Darryn combined for 43 points, 13 assists, and 10 rebounds, and they just weren't going to be denied in that situation. But, what I saw from the Grizzlies is incrementally they adjust and they adapt and they get better and they play to their strengths, which is ball movement, body movement. And, Boozer started off slow, but he finished strong. If one quarter they're down, they're going to adjust in that next quarter and make some strides from that standpoint. So it's putting the pieces together over the course of these two games. Tonight will be a little bit different because, I'm assuming, just like their program normally suggests, a back-to-back isn't ideal in Summer League. So some of the frontline guys are probably going to sit out for rest and get reset for Vegas. But you do want to finish off with a strong culture-wise effort against the Hawks tonight.
I want to ask you, Mike, because the Drew Hill just wrote a story about the Cedric Coward kind of being down, being kind of on himself about his first two performances. First game was really inefficient. The second game, he kind of seemed to, number-wise, it was better, but still was not a Cedric Coward efficient game. Like, what have you seen from Cedric Coward as far as, like, him trying to set the culture, set an identity for this team? Because it looked like the coaching staff has been hard on him. The organization's been hard on him for really being the best player he can be. What have you seen from that?
And to go take it behind the scenes a little bit, I have my post-game video with Cedric interviewed right after the game. So check that out on Grind City Media. You can find it on our social channels from after the game last night. And he was accountable, man. Like, some of you, part of you wants to say, hey, it's just the second game of Summer League, man. Don't take it so hard. But he really, really dissected himself. When he was talking to me, like, you saw the mood, you saw the shoulders, and you saw him being, really, really intense about breaking down what he could have done better at. He said, this one's on me. I should have been better. I could have been more efficient. I could have picked my spots better. I needed to defend in certain ways in a different way. And so he's searching. He's here to be a leader. He wants to be the best player on this team now and in training camp and in the season. He wants to be a leader, and he wants to set a championship tone that starts in Summer League. So he talked about all of those things. I could tell you for a fact, he was the very last person to leave the arena last night. Utah's players were all gone. Fans were all gone. Even a lot of the custodian and arena workers were all gone. And Cedric Coward was the last person to get on the bus. He took his time, and as soon as he got on the bus, he went and sat right beside, Coach, Eric Schmidt, and they started talking about film and breaking things down. And, that's the kind of student of the game Cedric Coward is. You love the fact that he has the skill, but he also has the internal and intestinal fortitude to really want to work hard and turn himself around. So, yes, I hadn't read Drew's story, but I could see it for myself in terms of how I interacted with Ced and what I've seen from, around both in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. This guy's really taking this transition really, really seriously.
Can you kind of see it? Like, we talked about it yesterday or the first couple of days here, that, like, you can kind of tell sometimes that it appears, and you can tell me with your conversation with him, is he still trying to find the balance between, like, obviously thinking, you have to think on the court, obviously, and overthinking? Because it feels like, especially like in that first game, it kind of just looked like everything's kind of spinning there. Everything's just kind of spinning. It's moving a little, and he's just trying to figure it out and think too much on the fly. But you see the flashes when he has the block and then dribbles down and just hits the three, and it's like, hey, he's just playing right there. And you think he's still trying to figure out that balance.
It's a balance, but I also think for him, he knows that, like, there's not a lot of players in the league that know they can get a bucket when they need to go get a bucket, right? And has the keys and the trust from their coaching staff to go do it, and has the level of accountability to say, hey, if I fail, it's on me. If I succeed, it's on us, right? And Cedric is that guy. So what you're seeing right now is him trying to pick and choose when to let the offense flow, when to get other guys involved, because what you're seeing is, Javon Small is doing an excellent job running the offense, getting guys in rhythm. You're seeing Cam Boozer step out and be a facilitator. And what, Coach Tuomas Isolo and Schmidt says is a offensive hub at the power forward spot. So what Cedric is doing is taking a little bit of a back seat and letting that part of the game flow. But then when the Grizzlies get into a little bit of a rut, he knows, okay, let me go get us a bucket. Let me go get us back on track. So it's almost like I'm being selfish by being unselfish, and I just have to. It's okay to be selfish and say, it's time for me to go get us back on track versus, all right, let me continue to just be unselfish and just let everybody just kind of, be at a frenetic pace. So that's an interesting dichotomy for him. He's going to get it. He does have the trust of the offense. He has the trust of the defense. And he's one of the few guys on the roster that can make a play as dominant on the defensive end as he can on the offensive end. So that's where he's going through right now, and that's what Summer League is all about.
Yeah, let's like you relay a message said, just don't take 12 threes in a game no more, cuz. That's not your game.
Or if you're going to take Steph Curry numbers from 3, make more.
So,
take less or make more. It's.
Yeah. But you also see that's the thing about the Grizzlies offense and what Isolo and Coach Schmidt are working them through right now. You're obligated to take those open rhythm shots. If you're not taking the open rhythm shots and you're passing out of it, then you're bogging down the offense. That means if the offense is flowing and a pass, and like what Elliot Perry always say, the swing pass. If the swing guy who catches and has 3 feet of space to take an open 3 doesn't take the 3 and passes it back, then he's passing it back to a defense that is yet to collapse on him, which means that he's passing back into traffic again. And it really, really resets and throws off the offense. So I'm not saying that Cedric should take 12 threes. That's probably not his number. But, you also have to take those threes if you're willing to take them and make them. And they just haven't fallen. Like the first game, the Grizzlies made 17 threes, right? I mean, they had 33 assists. Second game, they got just as good looks, and they weren't able to knock them down. So in that case, it's a make or miss league. Fortunately, they were able to keep themselves in the game long enough to give themselves a shot in that fourth quarter.
As advertised has been Cam Boozer, and you talked about Cedric Coward with the the leadership, wanting to be a leader, wanting the players to look up to him and follow his lead. One of these other guys where Ced doesn't have to do it himself is Cam Boozer. He appears to want that and thrives in that, and Mike, he's been as advertised. He has.
I mean, it's like, and we talked about it at half yesterday on our stream and on our broadcast of the game. It's like they got to figure out a way in the second half to get Boozer going. Like you can't just have him taking 2 shots in a half when he's as efficient and as good as he is. And what happens? Second half comes, he takes the first 2 shots in the second half and knocks down a 3 and then gets a bucket as well too. So he got himself going. And it's not that he has to be aggressive in scoring in that way, but you just have to make sure the ball touches his hand because he's as good of a passer as he is as a scorer. And he makes smart decisions. He's okay with making the hockey assist, the swing pass to originate the offense. He flashes to the right space. His spatial awareness is off the charts for a guy that's 18 years old in this league. And, he's going to get better defensively. I thought he was overwhelmed by Utah's physicality. Utah had some big boys down there last night, and they were able to bump him a little bit and get him fatigued and get him tired. And then when you're switching out and having to play on the perimeter, then that takes your legs away from you. And now you get caught on the screen having to guard Darryn Peterson, and Peterson knows how to get to the free throw line and get to his spots too. So it wasn't an easy game for Cam to navigate, but he was up to the challenge, which is why he got better every single quarter and put that first half behind him and was very, very productive in the second half.
Look, we were up here all watching it together, and I know what we were saying when we were up here in the studio. So, Dev, we saw it in person, or we saw it here from the studio. We know what it looked like on television. What was the Darryn Peterson experience?
Man, bro.
He looks
I tried to tell them, Mike Wallace, stop with all the crap, bro. That dude can play basketball.
He didn't want to play. He looks like a guy who just didn't want to play college basketball because – all the good parts you hear about him, of his game, you saw every single part of it.
I thought the same thing. And the funny thing about it is, Gary Parrish has talked to people close to Peterson, has talked to his coaches, all of the people and all of that. I've been around him pretty regularly since the combine and, the workouts and all of those kind of things. And what he kept saying, man, and I remember on the night of the draft lottery, he kept saying, and I had a chance to talk to him one-on-one for a while, and he kept saying, look, man, like what happened at Kansas was at Kansas. That's behind me right now. I feel better than I've ever felt physically. And, you know, I know a lot of people are going to be confused by who I am and what I've decided or what happened in the past, but I'm not going to be judged by that. Wait till I get to Summer League. He was like, the next games I play, you all are going to see that it's going to be different. And I'm sitting there thinking, all right, man, I've heard this for 20 years, 25 years from every prospect that comes through this league. But then I thought about what I've seen the first 2 games of him in Salt Lake City, and I'm like, yeah, he was right. This guy has a cheat code, you know, for basketball. And you don't see too many guys come in that smooth, that assertive, with that kind of balance and ability to make the game look easy like that. You and I texted Roser last night. I told you, it reminds me of a rookie year OJ Mayo. I saw OJ come in with that same kind of confidence, quiet, just getting out there, get to his spots, except he has OJ Mayo plus some SGA in him in terms of his footwork balance. And that guy's going to be special, man. He really is. And when you have, this is the thing, the environment last night, like he had Jaren Jackson Jr. and Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer and all of the Jazz that you know, longtime Jazz legends were like on their feet cheering for him from the sideline every time he touched the ball, especially in that second half.
It's like the Rucker Park, bro, but in Utah.
Yeah. They're talking about MVP chants. And here's the cool thing about it. He understands the business aspect of it. You know, and after the game, he came back out and there was hundreds of fans still there. And he signed autographs for about 20, 25 minutes at a Summer League game until like literally security had to make him leave the court. You don't know how much that does for a franchise that kind of felt like, does he really want to be here? Is he happy to be? Like they went through that the last 2 years with Peterson and Ace Bailey both initiating that they weren't necessarily comfortable with going to Salt Lake City and going to Utah, but to endear himself that early right off the bat, the kid gets it, and we'll see if he can sustain it for sure.
No, you see some of these dudes, they're smooth. Their games will be described as smooth. And then you've got these other guys that it's like, yo, that guy's a freako. Like, he's a really freak athlete. And then you have other guys that are like, man, he is super strong. Like, he's going to bump you and he's going to get separation and get that mid-range off. Dude, this guy's all three. Like, he gets all three of them.
And he's saying the right things too, Mike Wallace. You see his post-game, Mike Wallace, about they were asking about playing against Cam in the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he said, he was like, yo, Cam was the pick after me, so I know he had an agenda. I couldn't let that ride. Like, that's some, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like there's like the difference between confidence and swagger, bro. Like, that's like, okay, I understand the assignment. Let's get this job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been a Darryn Peterson guy, bro, but yeah.
And then on top of that, in his first press conference after the first game, he talked about, you know, his dog Denim and how, did y'all see that one? He said,
his alarm kept going off.
His alarm went off. His personal alarm on his phone went off at halftime of the first game, and it said feed Denim because he knew that he had to take care feed Denim. Yeah, did y'all get me? Yeah.
No, you froze a sec.
Yeah. He had to go make sure somebody was able to go feed his dog, you know, at halftime of the game. So, you know, he wants to be father of the year, dog father of the year. So he's, like I said, man, you lose sight of how young these guys are because of their maturity, and they've been stars their whole life. So they're coming into this with the cameras have been on them since they were 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. So they know how to operate, which is why Boozer looks so comfortable in this moment, which is why, you know, Peterson looks so comfortable and he's ready. I tell you what, all 4 of the lottery picks that have been in Salt Lake City have impressed me. All 4 of them have been as good as advertised initially. In those 2 we just talked about, Boozer and Peterson, but also Ade Mora with Oklahoma City. That guy's had 2 promising games, and he looks like he's ready to fit the part right there. And then Kingston Flemings, who we may or may not see tonight. He had a great game against Darryn Peterson the first game. And then he played a little bit, you know, not as well last night, but that guy has some goods too in Atlanta as their point guard of the future.
No, it makes me excited to see. Like, you see what Peterson is, you see what Boozer's been. They've both been as advertised. We still haven't seen DeBanza yet, and we're going to see Caleb Wilson on Friday night.
And my dog A-Cuff had a hell of a performance last night. You see that A-Cuff sidestep Trey ball to put it to sleep?
Hey, he's
got the goods too, boy.
He could score.
He's put 2 good games together. His first 2 games, he's been 20 plus in both games, I think. And that man, hey, he's out. Hey, look, he could do it. He could definitely do it. These guys won't disappoint, man. There's going to be that lottery is going to prove to be guys that are going to be franchise anchors for some years to come.
All right, the Grizzlies signed Quinten Post to an offer sheet, 3 years, $30 million. We should know something. Is it tonight?
It's today. It should be in the next hour.
In
right?
the next hour.
It should be coming down the pipe like in minutes in terms of the Golden State's ability.
If Golden State matches or not. Okay, so
Right,
if Golden
right.
State does, either way, they match or they don't match. The Grizzlies signed him to an offer sheet. What is the thinking behind this?
Well, you need another big, because the Grizzlies have been committed to bolstering their front court. You've seen it in the draft with both Kareem Lopez and Cam Boozer. You've seen it with the initial trades, the proposed trades with Isaiah Stewart from that standpoint, and bringing in Jeremy Grant. And now you see it with the offer sheet in restricted free agency with Quinten Post. So what you're doing is you're saying, okay, let's load up and make sure that we don't have to go super, super small and play Jemai Mayshak at center for another season or whatever. So, I know what happened last season had to happen to position the Grizzlies for where they are right now. But at the end of the day, this is a guy who's serviceable. He's a reserve, so he'll be a backup 7-footer who can stretch the floor, knock down the three, smart enough to swing the ball in that Golden State system. So if he could play in Golden State system, you got to be able to trust him that he's going to be a fine two-way addition on a cheap contract at $10 million if the Grizzlies can get him. And they have, options after that. It's just basically a 1-year guarantee reportedly.
Yeah, and I think we talked about it. You look at Oklahoma City, and dude, Hartenstein the last 2 years has played 47 and 57 games, and I think people see Wemby and they think the league's going bigger. That's a reaction to Wemby. It's also because, man, with how fast the game's played now, it's tough to keep your big men healthy, period. So you need a couple of these guys because you've got to be able to manage games and you need to manage your big men. You can't be rolling out your big men for 31 to 35 minutes every night like your main big guy. You're going to have to manage those minutes and get them down if you're going to try to get them through an entire regular season and then, a postseason push.
And from an economic standpoint, you're only investing, $35 million in the center position, $35 or so million between three players. Obviously the reported slot for Isaiah Stewart is $15 million. Quinten Post is $10 million, and you still have Zach Edey on his rookie scale contract, somewhere around $5 to $7 million or whatever that is, for whatever his pick range is. So you got three players at that one position, and you're spending less than, you're at a discount for the most part in terms of what you have. So right now that financially works for the Grizzlies. Post gives you a chance to give Edey some breathing room where you're not playing him for a long stretch or a lot of minutes or a lot of games, back-to-backs and all of that kind of stuff. And then he gives you some insurance for Isaiah Stewart too. I mean, you want Isaiah to be who he is, beef stew, the enforcer, physicality, and all those things. But sometimes that comes at a cost too physically, and you hope he can stay on the floor too from a disciplinary situation as well. So you need another guy in there to give Cam Boozer the space to operate and do what he needs to do, and the Jeremy Grants and all of the other guys that they want to play off of that 4-5.
You just said Isaiah Stewart will punch you in the nicest way possible. When is that going to be finalized? Do you have any idea of what the timetable for that to be finalized is?
It could technically be finalized at any moment, right?
Right, because we're past July 6th.
We're past the moratorium. The moratorium. I think what the Grizzlies are doing right now is trying to see what happens with Golden State and whether they're going to match, and then that determines what slot Post goes into or doesn't, and then it frees up the slot for Isaiah Stewart. And then you have to consummate the Santi Aldama proposed the trade to Dallas to make sure all of those things kind of fall into place financially. So basically, it's a puzzle piece that has to fit in the right area so you can maximize what your salary cap situation looks like, from your trade player exceptions to your mid-level exceptions and all of those things. It's a lot of nerd talk right now, and that's technically, not fun. But it's not like anything holding it up that could say this is not going to happen. It's more of a counting and making sure the ducks fall right in a row.
Do you think if the Quinten Post thing happens, if it happens, are they done? Are they done, or do you think any other?
They can't be done. They can't be done.
They got more guys on the roster spot. Yeah, they got more guys on the roster.
you still got to consolidate some things. You still got to figure out where this is going to go with, for instance, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. The reports out there is that they're discussing a potential buyout and all those kind of things. So you probably have to do some roster configuration to trim 3 spots just to give yourself some comfort and some wiggle room there. And, again, whether it's buying out certain guys, whether it's asking certain guys not to show up and report based on the trades and making a hard decision with one of these young guys who may not, be here for training camp, who's here right now for the Summer League. The Grizzlies probably have to make some maneuvering with about 2 or 3 positions to see where it goes. And then it's Taj Gibson's non-guaranteed contract out there as well that you have to make a decision on at some point.
Mike, who plays tonight? Do we finally see Walter Clayton on the court in Summer League tonight, or what do you think tonight?
I doubt if we see Walter Clayton. I doubt if we see him tonight.
Hendricks and Lopez, we're not going to see. Lopez, we're not going to see till Vegas, maybe.
Yeah. Hendricks and Vegas, Lopez and Clayton will be reevaluated for Vegas. Hendricks, I don't think you're going to push him back out there tonight. I think you're going to sit Ced and Cam Boozer. So then that leaves you with, the Mayshacks and the Tyler Burtons and, all of those other guys, the Carson Coopers and guys on that back end from that standpoint. I could be wrong, but the way the Grizzlies have been trending, that's probably how it's going to go to get them to Vegas to hit a reset.
We're going to have Jonte Porter, little brother, out there tonight.
Yeah, we've got, people don't know that. Javon we
Porter.
have 2 Jay Porters, but Javon Porter is the younger brother of Michael Porter Jr. and Jonte Porter. Do not make me make a joke. I'm holding it.
You might want to chill on that one right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Mike, would I not get...
Come on, bro. Don't do
Mike,
that, bro.
the last 2 times
bro.
I have seen you, you have had a fresh new Grizzlies polo, and they did not give you one for this appearance.
No, what's the fit tonight, Mike?
Yeah,
you got a sneak peek?
It's going to be the all-black joint. It's going to be the all-black joint with the claw, with the big claw on it.
We got a big claw on the shirt?
Yes, it's going to be the all-black. When I started to go grab it when we were in break, but I didn't have a chance to go grab it. But, yeah, I'm about to go iron it right now and get it fresh.
Mike's also, people didn't know
this. Are y'all on the show tonight? Y'all
yeah,
two on the show?
It is. It's us and Fish. Mike didn't know that. People didn't know this. Mike's actually the Grind City media model. He had the fresh new. He had the in what was it in Chicago and in New York? You had the new Grind City, the GCM quarter zips. You had the GCM. You were like, where did you get that?
Mike.
And now he's been wearing the last couple nights during our broadcast on the Grind City media app. Mike's had these new fresh Grizzlies polos on. Yeah, he's the GCM, the Grind City model.
Hey, shout out to Mike Wallace, man, the real plug.
We're trying, man. We're trying to make it happen. We're trying to make it move around, man. We're trying to get some things done around here, man.
I love it, Mike.
All right, man.
When you guys head out? You guys head out when? When you guys head out?
We leave Thursday morning, like 11:30 is our flight.
Yeah,
and we've got a direct.
I'm just here, Mike Wallace.
Yeah,
we got this so get fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna overlap with y'all for a few days in Vegas, man, and then turn it over to y'all once y'all get here.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, we'll talk to you tonight.
Wait, last thing. Mike, I want to get your opinion on this 4K camera they've been having you on in Summer League. Have you seen the visuals?
I haven't seen the visuals, man.
Mike Wallace, man, bro, 8K,
good,
bro.
I mean, is anything I need to adjust? Do I need to?
No. You look good. Man. Look, the melanin is cracking on camera. It's not cracking on camera. It's glistening on camera. So
there we go.
8K.
I'm trying to get my Idris Elba on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my old man swag on with the gray, with the salt and pepper gray beard thing going, man. So it's working. It's good.
Yeah, you can see. No, you can literally. It's perfect. You can see like the little beads of sweat coming down like your head. Like you can see everything. You can see the gray hairs growing in the beard. All of it.
There we go. Wait till y'all get on, because y'all gonna have the same cameras, right? So
I know. No, we are gonna have the same cameras.
That's why I've been working out. I've been working out all week, Mike Wallace.
I will never forget, I would never forget when y'all were in Vegas. What was it, 2-3 years ago, man? And Roser had the shorts on, and somebody was like, "Man, Roser's calves look like a Mike linebacker right there."
That man got big calves.
He looked like a middle linebacker with his calves.
I didn't even know that until CJ said something to me. I had no idea.
Roser's calves are glorious.
For no reason. He doesn't use them.
It doesn't do shit
with them.
Just walk around with sexy ass calves.
Hey,
if I had calves like that, I'd have stock stockings on every single day.
I don't run. I walk the stairs every day. I take the stairs up here every day.
He don't jump, Mike. He don't do nothing with the calves.
I don't do calf raises.
Useless calves, bro.
Just natural, beautiful
calves.
That's what I'm saying. Just ready, like he ready to blitz off the edge or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
for real.
I'm Myles Garrett. I'm Myles Garrett over here.
Oh, no, you're Nick Bosa.
You're Nick Bosa. You're Nick
We know
Bosa,
that.
bro.
Nick
You're Nick
Bosa,
Bosa,
man.
bro. You're Nick Bosa.
All right, I'm Nick Bosa. Mike, enjoy Salt Lake. We'll
right,
Devin and I'll talk to you tonight. We'll talk to you tonight.
Man.
All right, that was Michael Wallace live in Salt Lake City. Okay, so Argentina won.
Yes, bro.
They were down 2-0, and I'm seeing stuff in my timeline.
Egypt pulled a Falcons in the Super Bowl, bro.
They ended up, according to the chat, I hadn't had a chance to go back yet, but according to the chat, there was a goal that got VAR reviewed, got taken away from Egypt because of a penalty that happened 100 yards down the field during the buildup. So that got taken away, and then it was all sort of downhill. Egypt unraveled. Donald
disgusting.
Trump called in and said, hey, take a look at that. We want when we all know why. They would want Argentina to advance over Egypt.
All right,
and so,
Roser boy gets scared. We talk about the picks, boy.
Yeah, and so
them ticks, boy.
They called in.
Them ticks.
What are the ticks?
Politics, dog.
Oh, politics. I don't care about. I mean, whatever. Talk about them. But yeah.
Until they fell apart, man.
They fell apart.
And then Messi,
look, that is lame.
Messi scored
That's lame
one.
as hell to call a foul 100 yards away.
Yeah, I
and then
mean,
a build. That's corrupt.
So
in some sense, do you fight corruption with corruption?
You do. Messi scored, and then Enzo Fernandez scored.
How do you think you can fight corruption with honesty?
No, you'd be corrupt.
No.
Yeah, you
Isn't
gotta
that that's what the great Dr. King said. He said only hate can drive out hate. Only darkness drives out darkness.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's what Dr. King said.
He did say that.
The person most right about this type of stuff. I think he said something. I'm probably wrong. Go double check what he said. But yeah, I agree. Fight corruption with corruption.
Fight corruption with corruption.
What did Gandhi say? An eye for an eye leaves everybody blind, but everybody's blind, so it's okay.
I have no idea what Gandhi said.
Except Stevie Wonder, cuz.
Stevie Wonder can see. He's not blind. He's got both eyes. Don't let Stevie play with you. Stevie Wonder ass can see.
Is Brandon Aiyuk on drugs?
You tell me. That's your guy.
That's your guy. Why are you asking us?
Boy.
That's your player, bro.
Why is he popping off on Jaden McDaniels also?
Bro.
Yeah, so...
He don't text me. I'm like, damn. He texts me talking about it's his team.
Jaden Daniels? Yeah, I'm sorry. I combined.
There is a Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, that's why I did it.
He plays for the Timberwolves.
There is one. So now
There's also a Jaylon Daniels as well that I was into at one point in time.
That's your guy, Roser. Speaker. That's your former 49er,
What's he got going on, man?
Well, all right, so he's popping off at Jaden Daniels. I almost messed up and called him Jaylon Daniels.
Yeah.
So he popped off at Jaden Daniels. Commanders fans, I wanted to call them the Redskins. Commanders fans,
of course you did.
They want Brandon. Shut up. So Commanders fans wanted Brandon Aiyuk, and they've wanted Brandon. I still think they should bring the name back, but whatever.
Of course you do.
Of course, yeah, we know. We understand,
What
Roser.
you call them for 30 years,
Go
you
ahead,
know?
See,
and Cleveland should be the Indians. They should be the Cleveland Indians.
He is on one right now. Continue,
I'm not
please.
on one. Just whatever.
Roser's like, yeah, we should do blackface on Halloween. What's wrong with that?
So Brandon Aiyuk has he said he wants to play for the Commanders, and Commanders fans, this is all on my feed because I follow 49ers stuff. So Commanders fans, they want him too, and they're accusing the 49ers, saying the 49ers are just being pieces of crap and they're being dirty and holding them back and everything like this. When it turns out, I mean, to begin with, all Brandon Aiyuk had to do, Brandon Aiyuk saying, I rehabbed with somebody else. And they didn't like that. That's bullshit. Because Nick Bosa, other players, all other players, Fred Warner, all of them rehab away from the team. But you have specific guidelines that say, hey, at these times you have check-ins. You have to come to the facility and meet with our doctors and check in. And, dude, he just never did any of that and just completely ghosted them. And he's wanted them to release him and trade him. Now, did they regret giving him that contract? They absolutely regretted getting him that contract. But still, you tore your knee up after that. You have check-ins, and he's never done any of it. And so now they basically just have him on some, reserve list.
Yeah.
And if he wants to play again, all he has to do is show up to the facility, apply for reinstatement, and they will release him because they don't want him around their team. That is all he has to do.
Aiyuk CTE talking to him like the Green Goblin mask, boy.
It's on his shoulder.
There are a lot of people thinking there's some people that think because he's been double cupping.
Oh, he's sipping on the video. He's like, when he talked about Jaden, he said, "You're on my team now. You have to follow my rules."
Cupping.
That's self-medication right there.
I mean, dude, that stuff is.
You're gonna have to stop running behind your mama, and I might believe what you're talking about. First of all,
we can't love mamas.
First of all,
we just had Mother's Day.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Second of all, CJ,
shout out to all the mamas out there.
As a mama, you can't talk about my mama on IG, bro, and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, what we doing, bro?
Shout out
so
to all
now
them.
he has said,
they're teammates for the former teammates for Arizona State.
That's why he has wanted to go to the Commanders. So now he has put on Instagram this morning. He said, when the news finally came out that my guarantees were voided in November. Well, they were voided because you didn't show up to the facility and do the stuff you were doing. And you know they don't want you at that point. So if you want your money, just show up. And they can't do that.
He's on the same stuff AB was
The team
on.
continued to lie to the media fan base, acting as if it was not a decision that was made in July. Yeah, it was made a decision, but it's still your choice. If you want to get that money, just effing show up. And it's there. Like, it's part of built into your contract. With the severity of my injury and guarantees no longer on the table, that was not an option. Basically, now he's going to say, I will not be reinstated. All he has to do is reply for reinstatement, show up to the facility. They will release him. He said, I will not be reinstating with them or ever doing any kind of business with them. I'm locked in and focused on my opportunity to return to the field this season. # raise hell.
And if you know raise hell, that's the Commanders hashtag.
Yeah, no. Dude, you're not going to play. So some people have just said, dude, he doesn't want to play football. And then I saw some stuff surface that, like, when he was at Arizona State, like Herm Edwards kind of during the pre-draft process was like, look, the kid's awesome. He's got amazing talent. But there could be times where you show up and you don't know if he wants to play today or not. So maybe the 49ers got the most out of him that one year.
Okay, respectfully, Roser, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. We show up to work some days I don't want to be here. But that's
but we show
we
up.
still show up.
No, there are 100% days we have shown up. We
that's
have all
human.
shown up, and we're not in the mood. We're not in the mood to do things.
You weren't in the other room when Devin got on to me about being real.
I did get on to you about being real.
And that's like, Devin was mad at me because we were talking about some work related. I gave a real answer about work, and Devin was like, you can't say that. And then Devin's up here, and in the other room, it was just 4 of us. Devin's on here like, yeah, Rosa, wait, we show up to work and don't want to work sometimes. Like, what the hell? What are you
I said
on,
sometimes.
dog?
I said
What are you
sometimes.
on?
I said sometimes.
Man.
No.
We can't keep it. Look, sometimes, we can't keep
Bro,
it.
the best part about being at work. Best part about being at work. Go.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Best part about being at work. Best part of being at work.
Best part about being at work.
Best part of being at work.
Talking sports with friends.
Okay. All right. That's a
exactly,
fine answer.
CJ.
That's a fine answer.
CJ's answer was leaving work and going home.
Yeah,
How's going home not the best part of your work day?
No, it is the show. It is this show. And I will tell you, it is way different being where you are than being here. It is. I stress myself way too much trying to find stuff to talk about, and nobody cares, but this is true. I literally yesterday I did Gary's show, then this show, then Odds Couple, then the game last night, and today I did Gary's show, having to sit here and now host the show and do Sneak Fest after this and do the Grizzlies game tonight. It's a lot of stuff. And I'm going to tell you.
You're not going to enjoy going home after all of that?
And when I was talking about this with Gary, I was like, because Gary and I had to record some stuff he had to do for CBS after the show. This is a little inside baseball. He had to record some stuff for CBS. And so I had to sit in there with him while he was recording everything. And some of the stuff he was talking about his preparation. Dude, I did not have like hardly anything prepared for this because I've had a million other things to do. So it's like we're just yapping. So like sometimes if there's dead times or whatever, it's because I'm just like, yeah. But in the end, just effing talking sports.
See, CJ.
We're just effing talking sports.
So that's why I said it. See, he's talking about me like, Devin's talking about not going to work.
You want to talk about sex? What do you want to talk about?
Wow!
Whoa! What?
Yeah, well, that escalated.
Whoa!
How do we go from going home to but yes, I do want to talk about sex.
I know.
Have you found the A spot yet? Are you aware of this other spot?
No, okay, I'm not talking. No, I'm not going to say it because here's what you know. What I've seen you be more passionate about and this. I swear, we need Darnell. Do this for him.
No,
please.
don't.
Please
do it.
We can do it after the season.
Come
do it.
Talk about
GCM
after dark, baby.
I have never seen CJ more passionate about something ever than GCM after dark.
No.
Let him
Roser,
do it, please.
Roser, you're telling people way too much about what we talk about.
Let him do it.
Nobody's bringing you into this. Nobody knows.
Let him do it. Let me do it. It could be on game nights after the double post.
It could come on when BET Uncut used to come on.
I would do it with you. Pause.
Yeah.
We can do it together, man. I'd love to tag team this.
Yeah, we can do it together. See,
After me, Bennett, and Jessica finish up with the DP, you guys can do
but now listen, y'all got to get out. Y'all got to
y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta
Y'all got to
go.
get
Y'all
all the way
gotta
to get in the garage and leave the premises. Because I don't want nobody can be.
I want to be able to spread my legs.
Best friends are white.
But you made it sound like because it's me, Jessica Bennett. You said we can't.
Well, no, y'all need to go because y'all are professionals, right? This is gonna get real. This is gonna get real bad.
Let us spread our legs. You know what I'm saying? Let's get excited around here, bro.
Spread them wide too, boy.
All right, hit the out music.
Somebody said making a call-in show.
Bottom right, CJ, don't be weird.
He spread his leg.
I was going to say don't be weird, but we're past that now.
See, people said they wanted to tag team after dark. CJ, the chat wants us to be tag team after dark.
Man, let CJ be great.
Yeah, let's say. CJ, look, I've never seen you be more passionate about something like GCM after dark. You flat out are. So
y'all, them four conversations are undefeated, boy.
Wow, Tom Brady said yes, so that might top 28-3.
Yeah,
Damn.
They blew it.
Tough.
They blew it. They wanted like a Flavor of Love type show for you, CJ.
Oh, I'm married.
They don't care.
I'm married. Y'all bring some women up here. I'll nickname them.
You put a Z on the end.
Find some. What you like to do? You like pickleball? That's pickles right there. That's pickles right there. What you like to do, baby? What you like?
You like Pilates? That's stretch them.
Stretch them. That's Stretch Armstrong right there. I'll nickname him.
You did call somebody frizzy face.
Okay, let's go. I'm going home.
She had never been checked. She was bragging about it. She was like, "What's checking? I've never been checked." And somebody described it. She's like, "I don't get it." I was like, "Okay, whatever, frizzy face ass girl." Right? Like she was like, "Oh, that's checking." Yeah.
All right.
The music is going. Stop yelling at me.
We're out. Me, Devin, and Fish tonight. 5:45. GCM at Grizzlies Hawks. We'll be doing a pregame at halftime. Sneak Fest coming up next, and then Chris will be back tomorrow, and this will not be nearly the train wreck that this was right here.
That was not a train wreck.
But
it wasn't a train wreck until you brought up talking about sex for some reason. Let's talk about sex, Roser. Let's talk about sex with her.
Sometimes I'd rather do that than talk about sports.
And the great things with the sex. Let's talk about sex. Hey.
All right, we got to go, everybody. Peace.
Let's go.